Yeah, I'm on it.
So, what's the picture then?
Just carry on as per usual for now, Kev. Right?
Yeah?
See you now.
And this is all the outstanding invoices to hand?
Yes, that's it, yeah.
So, we're all ready to go then. The minute I get back from work.
Shall I make some sandwiches to have on the way? A flask or something?
Well, I got to breast that in. It's not an overland trek, you know.
I think I'll do some anyway. Makes it feel more like holiday.
Oh, yeah? And that's a holiday, is it? Sarnie and a flask of tea.
Well, strictly speaking, it should have that special taste of stale cork.
All right.
Things just aren't the same these days.
Hey, my mum used to put greaseproof paper on that, you know, stop it tasting.
Oh, that is sophisticated.
And I'm not taking that baggy old swimming cosy with me either. It always ends up round my knees, you know, when I dive in. You know, when you want to be a bit sophisticated.
You can have mine.
Hey, you'll be using yours.
No, I'm not. I'm not going swimming.
He's not going swimming.
But I don't even want to go.
Nick, will you stop going on like that? You're going and that's it.
Oh, you go whether you like it or not.
Exactly.
Oh, why have I always got to do what you want me to do?
Because, Nick, we're a family. It's a family holiday. Is that good enough for you?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Nick. Don't save your breath. Won't do any good anyway. It's only his age.
I don't think that business with Don helped.
It's got nothing to do with Don. He's a teenage lad. He's at that awkward age. So he's being awkward. Tell me teenage girls are even worse. Got all that to put up with it, haven't we?
Oh, Kevin, can you do me an oil change?
Why not?
Yeah, and you might look and see why it's difficult starting. It could be the plugs.
Could be a lot of things, Derek.
Well, it comes and goes. I don't think it's anything serious.
Yeah, OK. Leave it with us.
Right, thanks. Bye.
There'll be a man coming from Harrison's during the day. Mention it to your lad out there.
Harrison's?
The auctioneers.
You don't hang about, do you?
Well, the idea is to be as quick as possible, Mr. Brennan, consistent with raising the best value for the creditors, and really, you should appreciate that yourself.
Well, if you've already decided to flog me up.
I've not decided anything.
This is a good business here.
Well, we need to know what it's worth, don't we?
So, who am I? The MVB Motors cat?
Don't start with me, Kev. There'll be a fella along sometime to put a valuation on everything.
I'll see. So who's that geezer then?
The bank's got a gun to my head, Kevin. He's the fella that pulls the trigger.
The thing that gets me, the thing that really gets me, is the ingratitude. Nobody knows what Alf's done for people around here, but I mean, what thanks do you get?
Yeah, well, I'm sure everybody's very ready to acknowledge...
Nobody knows what it's cost him, Emily. I mean, he's given his life. He has, actually. He's practically given his life.
Without the least expectation of reward, I'm sure.
Well, Mum, would you like to clean a few tables?
But I've had to make sacrifices as well. Nobody realises that. If I had a pound for every
Audrey,
time...
love.
Oh, am I going on?
Well, I just think we have managed to get your drift, yes.
He's hurt as well, Emily. I mean, he's not going to fight with people because he's too proud, but he's told the council, he said, never mind, because he doesn't want to be bothered. He's too proud. Mind your elbow, love.
So, what time do you think you'll be getting away then?
Well, we should have gone this morning, but Martin was called in to cover for somebody.
Oh, they'll be naming the hospital after him next.
I'll see you through the dinner rush anyway. Actually, you'd be doing me a favour if you said you couldn't cope without me.
Well, why is that?
Nick don't want to go. Been a right pain. I mean, what sort of a holiday is it going to be?
Oh, anybody'd think he were Macaulay Culkin instead of a hulking great lad. Let him stay at home. The best holiday a lad could ever have, away from his mum and dad.
Oh, right, yes, Alec. What can I get for you?
I'll have a baked potato and a bit of your excellent salad.
Would you like butter with your baked potato or cottage cheese?
Oh, butter tart. Hey, you and the old fella get round the clubs, don't you?
Well, you know, once in a blue moon.
Oh, well, tell me, I'm interested. For entertainment, say you've got a comedian, which would you prefer? Plain filth or just being insulted?
Well, given a choice, neither.
Ah, thank goodness I'm not on my own. Only I've been doing the rounds, you see. By heck, I've seen some shockers.
Oh, it's the clubs, is it? I thought you were looking a bit puffy-eyed.
No, thank you. Yeah. No, I'm looking for action, start the agency up again. But I've been spoilt, you see, with the cruises. I've been working with the creme de la creme.
Do you want tea with it?
A large one, Tal. No, if I could find one decent comedian that was either decent or a comedian, I could make their fortune. All they do is they more or less come on stage and just spit in your face, and that's their idea of entertainment.
Oh, you're damn well here then. Because that's their idea of gratitude, spit in your face. Don't talk to me about community.
Mrs. Roberts,
Yeah.
you are quite right.
Oh.
I don't care what your husband's done for the community. I am trying to have a cup of tea and a cake, and I wish to have it in peace and quiet. Thank you.
Oh,
It looks pretty straightforward. I mean, your books are all...
A bit of a dog's dinner, I suppose.
No, no. I mean, the main thing is they appear to be all above board.
Should be.
When they know the ship is sinking, people do try stashing things away in little lifeboats here and there.
Yeah, I suppose the cute lads too.
And I don't think you've done any cute stuff, have you?
Cute stuff? Oh, yeah. I've been very cute, me.
It's not worth it. You only end up being chased through the courts for years.
Well, it's all there. You can see that.
Well, I have 3 options, Mr. Brennan. I can sell the business as a going concern, I can close it down to stop the losses, then try and sell it, or I can close it and dispose of the assets.
Where do your fees come out of all this lot?
Out of the liquidation of the asset.
Yeah, out of my pockets, you mean?
Out of the asset.
Me, that's got nothing in his pockets to start with. Look, the bank put you in here. They should be paying you out of their blood money.
Mr. Brennan, the bank only pointed out to you that if you continued trading, you'd be breaking the law by trading whilst insolvent.
But I'm only insolvent because they're snatching the money back.
No, Mr. Brennan. You're insolvent because the business is no good.
All right.
You all finished?
Yeah, thanks.
All right, was it?
Same as usual.
You new here? Yeah, it's my first day.
First day of the rest of your life.
Well, I'll tell you that at closing time.
She thinks a lot of herself, doesn't she?
What?
Yeah, she thinks a lot of herself.
Why shouldn't she?
Oh, I'm getting a lot of conversation out of you today.
Oh, sorry, it's just... It's Tony. I mean, he's okay. He didn't deserve that. I shouldn't have finished with him like that.
There ain't a right way, really, is there?
No, it's just a pity it was a blazing row. It's a pity it was about Steve, because it shouldn't have been. He's worth 2 of Stevie's, Tony. Don't you think?
Well, I suppose he is.
No, he definitely is.
It's not the point, though, is it?
Well, what is?
Well, whether you're right for each other. And if you're not, you're not.
I still think I ought to see him, though. Yeah, I should. Still, come on, let's get back to work. It's not your problem, is it?
Scotch, love. Make it a double.
Any particular kind?
Nearest.
Donald. Sounding your sorrows, eh?
Yes. Yes, I am.
It's not the way, mate.
Keeps you in shirt buttons.
All right, I'm here to sell ale, but it's not the answer, is it? I mean, you've never been known to come in here at dinner time out ordering doubles.
Practitioner in insolvency. Posh, innit? Do you know what one of them is, dear? He's the fella that puts a noose around your neck and while you're dangling goes through your pockets to pay for ropes.
It's no good being bitter, Don.
Oh, right, and to pay for hangman as well and all the other geezers.
Look, Don, I don't know about your business affairs, but it's no use caning the bottle, is it?
Lend me a couple of £1,000.
Can't, can I?
No, exactly.
Yes, but then you'd only be deeper in what the pig sniff, wouldn't you?
So do the one thing you can do for me. Put a double in front of me. Now.
Thanks, love. Bye. I hear you've been giving Audrey Roberts what for?
I shouldn't have thought it was enough of an event for the 1 o'clock news.
I'm told her face were a picture.
She was talking about people round here in a way I happened to take amiss, speaking as somebody who's been people round here longer than just about anybody else.
I suppose practically everybody's a newcomer to you.
Oh, no, not really. But I never quite feel she does belong round here. Or or entirely wants to.
Happens she'd like to belong somewhere else. I don't know where. I don't think she does either.
I'm not being superior. I've always tried to belong without altogether succeeding. We have that in common.
Oh, come on, Emily. You belong round here like the cobbles in the street.
No. I've just been here nearly as long. And I'd like it left as it is, name and all.
I think you'll get your wish.
It's a lesson in life, Mavis. We'd have been better off making our excuses.
Well, you were the one who was keen to go.
Well, it's the way things are done. You need people to give you a leg up.
Is it all that it's cracked up to be, though, this square dealers? I mean, if the likes of Fred Elliott and his lot are leading luminaries...
They're not luminaries, Mavis. They're not even in the top corner.
Oh.
There's an HRH in the inner rectangle. I know that for a fact.
Well, I can't see royalty wanting to hobnob with the likes of Fred Elliott.
Alf Roberts has hobnobbed with royalty, you know he has.
Where?
So by the same token, royalty has hobnobbed with Alf Roberts, a square dealer. I'll say no more.
Oh, don't let it obsess you, Derek.
I am not obsessed by it, Mavis. It's just that as you get on in life, you realise how the world works. Shall we take this outside? Thank you. No, you see, the trouble is, I've stood by Alf, so by rights he ought to stand by me.
Well, I'm sure he will.
But you see, he got a bit of a bloody nose there, didn't he? You won't want to be reminded of his little moment of humiliation.
Should we open that bottle of wine, do you think?
So you see, just by being there at all, we've taken a slide back down the greasy pole instead of a slide up it.
Oh, Derek, you and your greasy pole.
She's telling you where to shove it, Derek.
I wish you'd stop eavesdropping on our conversations, Mr. Barnes.
I can't help it, mate. Must be your lovely elocution.
Yes, possibly.
Well, that'll be one thing if I put my conservatory up. We'll be sort of insulated.
Sorry? You're what?
You know Daft Gary who got a conservatory?
I had heard.
Well, he tried to put it up in his backyard.
Oh, I never heard anything so ridiculous. They don't even get the sun.
Well, there's no way he can do it, so I said I'll buy it off him at the right price. Any road, I just thought I'd mention it to you two in case you thought you were going to be affected, but I don't think you will be.
Well, I hope not. Is it very big, this conservatory?
Well, it is a pretty decent size, yeah. I mean, I don't think it'll block out your lighter out. It's glass. But it will come right up to your fence.
Right up to the fence?
I would say so, yeah. We could always grow something up it, clematis or something, I wouldn't mind. Just thought I'd mention it to you two.
Oh, well.
And you bought this conservatory?
Well, I will do if the price is right, yeah. But don't tell him I'm too keen, eh? No peace.
I don't like the sound of that, Mavis.
No, Derek, neither do I. It'll probably completely block out the sky. And I dare say he only wants it to grow cannabis.
Now that's slightly leaping to conclusions, Mavis.
Hiya! Right, we all ready then? And you, Sunshine, get yourself ready.
I'm not going.
Come on, we've had all this, my laddo, when you've been told.
No, I'm not. I'm not going. Look, Mam says, and I'm stopping here.
Oh, does she now?
It's all right, I've said.
Oh, so we're just going to leave him here, are we?
Yes, my mum's going to keep an eye on him.
Oh, you are joking me, Gail. I mean, couldn't you chosen someone with a bit more, well, you know, like a responsible person? Audrey.
Well, I'm fairly responsible,
Thank you.
Martin, as long as Alf keeps a sherry lot up.
Oh, yeah, I know. I was only joking.
What's the point of him coming if he's not going to enjoy himself?
Look, I've told you, you can't expect people to act grown up if you keep treating them like kids. He'll manage perfectly well on his own.
Yes, but it's what he'll manage.
Now there you see you doing it.
I've told him, no parties. Can stop the night at Gary's and Neil's as long as me mam knows, but nobody is to stop here overnight.
Right. OK, then. You got any money for your food?
No, we've done that.
Oh, we'll feed him and I'll send the bill to you because I've seen him eat.
Right, so we're all happy then, are we?
Stop making such a big deal about it.
OK, we're going. Well, be good, will you?
Yeah, I know. If you can't be good, be careful.
No, if you can't be good, get in that car.
And your granny Audrey's in charge, so whatever she says goes.
Oh,
Correct.
look, just get on with it. Have a lovely time. Take care, bye, Mum.
Come on.
Yeah, OK, see you.
Come on, you're wasting me holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, come on then, chop,
Come on,
chop.
kiss.
Shake
Come on.
yourself.
Come on, Davy.
Bye-bye, my sweetheart.
I'll
You
see you
got
girls.
everything?
I'll see you, mum.
Yes,
You got
all
everything?
right.
Right,
You,
thanks,
be
Audrey.
good.
Oh, that's all right, Martin. Just part of my effort to become a more responsible person.
I'm going to take you for a drink tonight.
Oh, well, my mother didn't warn me.
You never took any notice. Nobody does, thank goodness. Now, there's something I want to celebrate.
What, good news?
Today's the first day I haven't had a fax from Canada, mucking me about, changing everything.
Oh, come on, that's all part of the G-up. You know that.
Mind you, it's beginning to take shape, you know. It's beginning to run like a proper factory. Mind you, there were days when I thought, oh, God, it just can't be done anymore.
Oh, I think that every time I start to put my makeup on.
Rubbish. You look as gorgeous as ever. In fact, gorgeouser.
Oh, hey, I mean, you have had a good day, haven't you?
Yeah. Another thing that's encouraging is that little Sally. She's bright, you know, very bright.
Oh, well, I mean, I always knew that.
If only I could get another 10 like her. She gets the idea very quickly.
But you come in here saying that I'm gorgeous. How dare you start telling me how wonderful some other woman is?
She's not another woman. She's a trainee machinist. I promise you, my love, I try not to even think of them as human beings.
Hey, what's he doing?
None of my business what he's doing, is it? I don't work here anymore.
Why, what's he said to you?
2 weeks' money, don't come back Monday, great.
Ah, Kev, look, I feel like you've been dropped in it, but Kev, they dropped me in it, Kev. There was no I could do.
I don't suppose there is.
So you finished it then?
Yes, I'm just about done here.
No, I mean finished it. Wound it up. Finished Kev. Finished the business.
The last firm I took into receivership, the day after I went in, the man who owned the business came up to me and he said, "Do you know Mr. Baxter? I've just had the first decent night's sleep I've known in 6 months.
I don't need...
You might feel the same. We've drawn a line."
What's them new locks about?
Does it really want explaining?
Yes!
People in your position are inclined to feel that movable assets on the premises still belong to them. And sometimes they are tempted to take those assets off the premises and into their own hands, out of the hands of the receiver.
So it's about keeping me out, is it? That's it, eh?
It's to protect you from temptation, Mr. Brennan, until your creditors are satisfied.
Until the bank's had its pound of flesh, you mean?
Everybody blames the bank. It's easy then facing up to where you went wrong, but not as useful.
Oh. So where did I go wrong then?
Did you get a firm of accountants to do a report for you when you bought the business? No. Otherwise, I'd have seen the debit for the fees.
Fees? Everybody wants fees.
Been 1,000 or so well spent. In fact, cheap at the price, wouldn't you say?
So he had me then?
Who?
The fellow that sold it to me.
He knew when to sell.
Like you've been stood up. Happened to me once.
Fee? Fee, can I have a word?
I thought you'd gone ages ago.
Are you going to see Tony?
Why?
It's just you said you were going to.
Yeah, but why are you asking? Maxie?
We definitely thought it was completely over between you two.
We?
Me and Tony. We've been...
You've been...
We've been seeing each other. And you know...
Priceless.
It's been chatting me up all day.
Yeah, but you didn't let it bother you.
Look, I've been torturing myself.
Hey, I bet you've had quite an exciting little day then, eh? On the quiet.
Don't be like that.
No, it's all right. I'm glad you've mentioned it because you've saved me the bus fare.
Fiona?
Max. It's all right. You see, I know you can't get your own life, so, I don't know, take some of mine. Everybody else does.
You all look cheerful. Well, if you can't be cheerful on payday. I'll have a snowball.
Hey, do you remember snowballs?
Oh, it sounds like something on a stick.
No, it's like gin and egg flip.
Oh, my God, it sounds revolting.
Oh, come on, your first pay packet, you're gonna go mad.
Hey, don't you mix in your drinks.
No, Ida, you're thinking of drinking and driving. Drinking and drinking's okay.
Oh, hey, go on, 3 snowballs.
Oh, and you only had beer.
Go on, I've got to have some regrets in my life.
So how's it feel then, being a wage slave?
Hey, it feels great. Won't next week, but it does today, because I'm out the house. Hey, I'll get these.
Right. Did you get your wages then?
Well, I got a sub anyway, yeah.
Good. Well, we're going to need them, aren't we? Now I'm not bringing home any money. The bloke they brought in's only given me the sack.
Who's your mate?
Come on, Sally.
Who?
The new girl. Well, that's not Vera's pick, is it?
You really must see about glasses, Gary. There is no other woman behind this bar.
Isn't there?
No, Gary.
Oh, no, there's no other woman behind this bar.
Right, who wants serving?
There is now.
Well, Betty, half a bitter and a mineral water, please.
OK, my love.
Evening, Gary.
Good evening.
Well, I trust?
Not bad. Derek, how many women can you see behind this bar?
3, including the new one.
You naughty boy.
There's plenty of other pubs, Sam.
Yeah, we're supposed to be looking after young Nicholas, aren't we? And we are. I mean, we're bang opposite anyway.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't want folk to get the idea that I'm sulking.
Hi.
Evening, Sir Alfred. You know, I was thinking of having a street named after me. Mind you, I haven't put in the time to your good self there, so I'm going to do it the other way round.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to change my name to Stockport. There, I cracked it in one. You ought to do the same, you know. Chester. Now, that's got a bit of class to
Now,
it.
will you come and sit down and stop embarrassing me?
Evening.
Good evening.
Oh, hello, Desmond.
Hey, I love.
Yes, thanks. Excuse me.
Looks like you've sold your conservatory.
Who to?
Fella you've just been talking to.
Have I?
Well, give him a chance, he'll snatch it off you.
How come?
Well, I've just told him that you're thinking of flogging it to me. He'd hate to see me with a conservatory. You owe me a pint?
I do.
Yeah, fine. So, did you want the same again?
Yeah.
You think you're it, don't you? You think you're bloody it?
I think you've had one too many.
Yeah, one too many. There's one too many of you, cock.
Now it's time to watch your manners.
Just because you've got a few bob, eh? Well, I know how you made it. You made it by lying and cheating and fiddling.
Now look, son, we can all see you're unhappy.
Oh, I'm unhappy, all right. Yeah, I'm unhappy about what you sold me because you cheated me.
I sold you a perfectly good business.
Oh, well, ask him out the road then. He'll tell you what kind of business.
Just because it took you 3 months to run it in the ground, that's your fault. Because you're a wally.
You bloody knew.
Oh, I don't deny it. I don't deny I knew you were a wally when I sold it to you. Now you know as well. So look on the bright side. You had an education out of it.
Right, that's it, Don. Ouch!
I'll have him.
So what I thought was I'd find myself a nice, quiet pub.
Right, come on, Don, lad.
Look, I didn't mean to hit him. I really didn't.
On your way home, Don, lad. Come on.
Well, what could I do?
Look at now, if you go home like a good lad, I won't bar you. Look, he didn't want to hit you, you know, but you made him do it, lad. You made him do it.